1-0. It just feel great. Came in here. The Giants came to our house and we destroyed them. 1-0. It just feels great. I don't want to hear any slander from any of these teams. None of them. Because the way that I feel right now, the Cowboys are the best in the NFC East, and we coming for them. Coming for them. So, all right, I got my excitement over with. Now it's time to look at my notes. Oh, man. I'm going to do kind of like a good, bad, and ugly kind of thing. But it's not a lot of ugly. It's only one thing that's ugly that I saw. It's ugly. It was real ugly. And I'm going to get that out of the way now. Take the medicine now, and then I'm going to go to the candy. It was Anthony Brown. When he tried to tackle Saquon Barkley, you got to use your hands to try to tackle that man. Use your arms, everything. You can't just try to run into him and do that. No, it's awful. That's the ugly. And I'm going to get the bad out the way now, too, because it wasn't that much bad, honestly. I feel like the Dallas defense was willing to give up the catch to the Giants receivers. And I feel like that can be kind of problematic as the season goes on if we play high-powered teams like New Orleans and Green Bay. So I would like to see the defense break up the ball more. But as far as everything else, that's the only thing I saw bad, is that they were willing to bend in that break, but I felt like they bent a little bit too much. But the good, it's a whole lot of good. I love it. I love it. Loved everything about the game. Dak showed that he could beat a team with his arm. They didn't try to feature the running game. They didn't even try to do that whole fake it till you make it thing. They put Dak out there and they put those receivers out there and Olawale and made them try to beat them through the air, and the Giants failed ridiculously. Into individual plays, I feel like Witten sold the run great on his touchdown. He went in and blocked and then broke out on his route and boom, touchdown. And also Blake Jarwin might be the receiving touchdown that the fans, myself included, have asked for. I know that, for example, I have thought that the Cowboys tight end coaching has been awful. But if Blake Jarwin is finally starting to develop, he might be that receiving tight end that we have been asking for forever. I feel like it's a good thing that Olawale saw some use that wasn't really expected. Personally, I would prefer a more capable player in those routes, like that wheel route type of thing. But I'm not mad that they're trying something different. But in two more capable players, I feel like Zeke got a lot of the ugly yards. He was running into contact and making the defense pay for even trying to hit him. As far as receivers and everything, I feel like Amari Cooper showed that he's really recovered from his plantar fasciitis. I'm bad at pronouncing words, like I've said. He got space in his touchdown, and he showed that he was able to cut quickly on his routes. Dak Prescott in the first half, 26 for 20, or 20 for 26, and 256 yards and 3 touchdowns in the first half, looking like a monster out there. I honestly think that Dak Prescott had the best showing of any quarterback in the league this week. I feel like he was the greatest quarterback that had any performance this week. The team as a whole showed no type of rust. They just picked up where they left off and went on from there. And he finished the game with a 25 for 32, 405 yards, and 4 touchdowns to end the game. And that's with 3+ minutes left when they put Cooper Rush in. So he didn't even finish the whole game where he could have piled on more stats. He went, he came, he saw, he conquered. But back onto receivers, I really feel like Michael Gallup is proven to be a valuable 1B type of receiver. I feel like he has the skill of like a number 1 receiver, and the defense is giving all of their their priority attention to Amari Cooper. So Michael Gallup is going out there and eating. And he was able to do that this entire game. And then on Randall Cobb has really proven to be the slot receiver anyway that Dallas needed. He's like Cole Beasley plus one. He's coming in clutch moments and slipping through coverage, exactly like he did in his touchdown in the third quarter. That is everything. Everything was beautiful this game. Zeke went in there and, like I said, ate, even though he wasn't in the game the entire game. Like, he wasn't featured like Zeke we saw in the first 3 years of his career. Like, it's just nothing really bad that I could point out. And I'm hyped. I love it. I'm ready to go in there and embarrass the Redskins because next week anyway, because they gave up a dominant first half, in my opinion, to the Eagles. So I'm ready to go in there and continue off of this performance and really show them what we're working with. That's all I got now. I want to know what y'all think, though. I loved it. I loved everything about this game. Peace.